up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're gentle and wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
What does women empowerment means to me? It means that you are there to support and encourage another woman in any and everything that she does. Always want to see other women prosper. That is what empowering women means to me.
Encouraging, uplifting, correction, healthy support, love, a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, faith. Those are the words that come to mind when I think of women empowerment.
What does women empowerment mean to me? I feel like you can define it in many, many ways. But to me, I believe that women should have the ability to make their own choices without anybody saying no or trying to undermine their decision. Also making sure that you're valuing women's opinions in household decisions, and most importantly, being proud of the natural beauty and body that you were given.
Women empowerment. When I hear women empowerment, so many different meanings and thoughts and things run through my head. But the one that stands out the most is self-worth. A woman knowing her self-worth is very, very important. And that is a power that all of us women need to have. I want to thank everyone for coming to the Social Den today. Today we have a very special edition of the Social Den. It will be an all-women's panel where we will discuss women empowerment and uplifting women. I wanted to do this panel because I think it's very important that we all come together and we uplift each other, but also women. I feel like a lot of women do a lot of cat fighting and arguing and things like that. So I think it's important to show that we can all come together, uplift each other, and continue to spread love. So I hope you all enjoy the Social Den this evening and enjoy our special guests that we have on the panel. This will not be the last panel like this, but this is how we're starting. All right, enjoy.
Hi, y'all. I am so nervous, but I want to thank everybody for being here. I am going to try to keep it as we usually do and go through the names and say hi to everybody that's in the chat. Bear with me. I am shaking and my stomach is doing something. Hey, Tamika Van, how are you? Click on what? Oh. Keeping up with the Griffins. Hey, family. The Bud Files. Hey, Sassy. I'm not saying hi to CJ and Sharice. Hey, Rain. Tom. I think that's everybody. Hey, Ruby Boo. Tag for short. And me and I. Hey, family. And my sister Sonia. Hey, Sonyata. And I think that is it. Hey, Coco. How are you, Pooh? All right, y'all. So tonight we're going to be talking about women empowerment, and we do have an amazing panel of wonderful women. These women all hold a special place in my heart. This will be the first all women panel that we have, and I'm going to bring all of our guests up. So let's welcome them all in. We're going to bring up, she is Nene first. Hey, sister. Oh, sorry. And then we're going to bring up Mika from Ralph and Mika Boo.
Hey,
Hey. T from T and Lee TV, and the amazing person who came up with Hola seasoning.
Hola.
And the beautiful Daddy from hashtag the Cannons.
Hello. Hello.
Where? How do I take it down? Oh, wait, but why you leaving? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Where?
You said.
Okay. Now I'm nervous all over again. I'm sweating. Oh, where you going? You took the comments away. Okay. All right, y'all. I guess I'm just gonna go right in with a question so that I can try to get over my nerves. Let me see. Well,
Hey,
first let me ask you.
I'm a kiss on like Ike kiss Tina on what love got to do with it. Remember when she was nervous?
He get on my nerves. First, how was everybody's day today?
Wonderful.
Great.
I had a great day.
Good.
It was
Good.
How about you?
Down here.
Huh?
The
I said, how about you?
I was good. It was a good day. Pretty good.
good.
Yeah.
Y'all look so beautiful.
Yes.
I know
Everybody.
everyone looks so vibrant.
Yes.
I see black is the color.
Oh, I know. We was in each other's closet. Didn't even know.
Right.
That's all I have is black.
Dang, that's crazy. All of us. Wow.
Same. I don't know which question I want to ask first. Ask first. I guess I'll start with, what do y'all think that we can do more of to uplift of the other women? Anybody can go first.
I think that we can be more supportive of each other and stop putting down each other all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. The crazy thing, and AJ and I were talking about this the other day, like when I see like other black women creators, most of the time somebody that is taking them down is someone of their own color and gender, which I don't, understand. I feel like you should be happy of where a person is, but most of the time it's other black women tearing black women down. So
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah. Building relationships. Like genuine relationships, and I think staying in tune when you can, just being there, you know.
And I think we can show each other more love.
Yeah.
Just love on each other some more. Just, be relatable. Show people that, I've been there. I love you in spite of.
Right. I definitely agree with everything that everybody said. I know, like with Danny, that's one of my big pet peeves. I hate that. I hate seeing women put other women down. And I feel like we do that a lot as women. I don't know why, but I think that we really do it a lot, whether it be something that somebody has on or hairstyle or whatever.
I think a lot of it is jealousy, just people, whether they're knowing whether they're jealous or not. I think that's kind of where that stems from.
And
Right.
then also, I think it's insecurity as well. You're
Mm-hmm.
insecure
For
with
sure.
yourself, so you try to look at what's wrong with her to make me feel better because I'm insecure with what's wrong with me.
Right. And that's something I never understood. Putting somebody else down to make you feel better. Like that doesn't make me feel better to put somebody else down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
You could. Um, I'm sorry, y'all. My phone keeps locking up. How do y'all think we can teach our younger generations to start doing better?
I feel like we can be an example to them because they lead by example. So whatever we want them to do better, we need to do better. So that's the first step is to be an example to your children and to the younger women so they know what it is they're supposed to emulate.
Like, do you feel like it should be like more groups out there, or like camps and things like that for these young generations to be able to go to that can teach them about self worth and uplifting each other and feeding positivity versus the negative?
Yes, but it has to. I feel like it has to start in your home first with the parents because that won't really make a difference if it's not in your home. Even if you, I mean, it can make a difference, but it starts in your home first. So then they can go out into the groups, like you mentioned, and they'll help, remind them that this is who you are and how you're supposed to be.
I have
That's
to
great.
agree with
I
that.
agree with that, T, wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Anybody have anything else to add to it?
I feel like these days we need to teach our girls what real friendships look like.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I feel like in today's society, I feel like it's so many times where you have like a group of girls that's friends and then one might fall out with her, so the whole group feel like they need to fall out with the girl. And I just feel like you need to teach them what real friendship is. You don't fall out with somebody because somebody else fell out with them.
Exactly.
That's so true, and I see that daily, dealing with young ladies and young girls. Um, that's something that goes on daily, and you try to talk to them, but it's like kids these days, the mindset is different,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to relate to them, and you have to go through so many steps and measures just to get to a certain point with them. So it's kind of like a struggle,
Right.
so to speak, when you're trying to deal with the young ladies. I know in what that the ones that I'm around, but then you do have those that really need women like ourselves that like I'm talking to somebody daily. Like I said prior, when I was on the platform with Sharice, you have young ladies that just go through stuff daily, and it's with boys, it's with family, it's just a whole mental thing, and you just have to have the mindset where, I think I just put on a mindset every day that somebody gonna come and say something to me. I just keep myself ready. I try to keep myself in a upbeat, and so because I feel like if they see me looking a certain kind of way, or they see me where I look like, or they feel like I'm not approachable, then there's something, a burden. Because a lot of kids want to reach out to us and we don't even know, and they're scared to approach us because of our, the way we look sometimes. Because I
Right.
know my kids been like, I was scared to say something to you. Well, you have to explain to them. Don't be afraid. Just try. Because if it's something going on with you and you need help, you just have to step out there and take that leap. And I just feel like a lot of us as women, we don't give young ladies that um, opportunity or make them feel warm enough to even say anything to you, because at the end of the day, we were all young, and a
Right.
lot of stuff that young ladies do today, um, we kind of like crash down on them. It's like we ain't never did nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Mhm.
So I just feel like at some point you have to just not be too lenient, but lighten up a little bit, so they
Right.
can so you can't they can't understand and feel comfortable with talking, because like I said, a lot of them just not comfortable talking to people, women.
Right. Dealing with children, Nene, when the kids come and talk to you, do you find it hard when they come about certain situations where you feel as though you have to involve either the parent or the administrator in the school?
Yes, I recently had a situation like that, because I had a young lady that she was going through some things with her, um just the way she felt, like, the way she dressed. They was picking on, saying she had a body odor and stuff like that. And she came to me, she talked to me, and we had a conversation. The next day she talked to me again, and it was totally different. She was talking about committing suicide. And I was like, wow, it's not that serious. So it put me in a position where I felt like she was confiding in me, but I had to let somebody at a higher, let somebody else know. And I didn't want her to lose that relationship that she and I have, thinking that she couldn't trust me. So I did have a conversation with her first to let her know, I know you confided in me with this information, but I feel like you need, more help, because they have counselors. I just take you and pick you up, you know what I'm saying? And I try to be there for all the kids, but in that situation, sometimes I do have situations where I have to bring in the parent, or, people in higher places. So it's like uncomfortable, but you have to just let them know that they still have that place with you that, you know, you can still confide and talk to, you know, be there for them. So, yeah.
And also, you wouldn't want that on your conscience, you knowing that she
Right.
told you that, and then you didn't, reach
Right.
out
That's,
to a parent or a guardian or somebody to like be like, she may need to go talk to someone or yeah.
right.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I just feel like a lot of our young women, it's like I'm gonna say the ones that I speak to and deal with, it's crazy, but it's always a boy involved. And I don't know why the young ladies of today feel like they got to do certain things, look a certain, you know, just go outside of their character for attention. And a lot of times it's the wrong attention. And being some of the things I went through at a younger age as a young lady, I just don't want to see the ladies that I'm around this day and time go through what I went through, because a lot of times young guys, they start out playing, putting their hands on women, you know what I'm saying, on the young girls, and they think that's cute. And I'd be like, once you get in the habit of allowing them to do that to you, it goes further. It go from cute to being you know, to just different levels. So it's just a lot of them. I just feel like if we just step up and step out as women and share and just talk to them about some of the experiences we've had in our younger days and not act like we never done anything, it probably can be a lot of ground covered when it comes to just gaining trust and building.
That's
Because it
so true.
starts with the young ladies, you know, you don't want to see them all like now. They just doing on social media. It's sad sometimes. Sometimes I get tired of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? The way they portray themselves and the things they have to do to feel like they need to make it. Like, I just feel like if they had other women such as ourselves, because everybody on this panel, you know, I hold up, you know, high, and I think y'all have high standards when it comes to, you know, young being a woman. You know what I'm saying? So if we instill that into the young ladies, it could be somebody where I get in a and I ain't trying to take over, but
No, you good. You good.
I just see so much on this side of town. Like I've always wanted to get some type of organization where I can help women, like homeless women, these young ladies with babies that's walking the street and holding up signs for money, like that touches my heart. Like it gets heavy on me because I don't like to see that. But I still hope and pray one day that I'm able to do that. In doing that, I just, when I see things, I approach it. Sometimes it's not good to approach everything, but I try to approach what I feel comfortable with, you know, approaching. And I think that's a step as women that we need to take. Everything is not going to be comfortable. Sometimes we have to get uncomfortable to make a situation comfortable. So yeah, it's
Yeah, that's that's true. We don't have many role models out here. Share Magic said it's really sad seeing some of these young ladies on social media. It's like they have no role model, and
right,
that's the thing. It like they have no role models, and I mean it is what it is. There are
right,
none.
right. Because a lot of them being raised by grandparents, and a lot of them that have parents in their homes, which I see on a day-to-day basis. The older kid, the older sibling is raising the smaller siblings. Like the parent, it's just they just lost now. So
Hmm.
it's a lot we can do as women.
Yeah, it is, and I think it's very important that we all come together to try and be role models for the younger generation. Because I'm not gonna say it's too late, but it's almost too late for our generations. We
Yeah,
almost up and out of here somewhere. But these younger generations, they got a whole lot of life that they have to live, and we need to install that in them.
right.
Um, has anyone ever been in a situation where you feel like you were being taken advantage of just because you were a woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
In my younger days, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna let y'all talk because I'm so.
You good?
I don't feel like I've been taken advantage of just because I'm a woman. Um, I can't. I honestly can't think of any situation.
I think they've attempted, but they didn't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
I was raised by very strong women, and so at any point in time, and sometimes this can be good and bad. I'm always looking and seeing if I'm being slighted. So, like for instance, I guess to say like when I'm taking my car to like a mechanic or something, sometimes I think because they see, I'm short and I'm a woman that they can take advantage of me. But I've learned to kind of stick up for myself and be like, hey, I know that air filter ain't blah blah blah. So I know you're doing this because I'm a woman.
Right.
Yeah. That's the
So
one experience that I had.
do you mean like necessarily taken advantage of by a man or just by people, period?
By people, period.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't talking about a man. I'm talking
Yeah.
about
Oh yeah, because
people.
I was thinking a man, but yeah, people. Oh yeah, like especially because I'm a black woman, and then
Yeah.
like with for an example, like with teachers or things like that, when they know you have a black child and then you have to call in and speak with them, sometimes they she got a black mama, you think I don't have any sense, but I have plenty of sense. So you hear me speak and you're like, oh, but yeah, they
Yeah.
because you're a black woman, sometimes people look at you and feel like you're dumb or you're ignorant or you don't know anything.
Right.
They expect
Yeah.
for you to be ghetto or they expect for you to be extremely loud or ignorant. And I've surprised quite a few people. So yeah, I would say yes.
You got any,
Since you
Mika?
said just people in general, I would say yeah too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially in the schools.
Yes.
Because my daughter has
Yes.
been in so many different situations. And well, this one particular situation she was in with a young lady, the girl mom came up to the school just showing out. So they ended up kicking the other young lady out of school. And I told my daughter, I said, you can't always go to places just showing out. It's a time and place for everything. And
Right.
because I talk to people with, like, I have sense and how I want them to talk to me, my daughter ended up staying in school. So I let her know it's a time and place for everything. It's time when you do have to show out, and it's time you have to kind of back up,
Right.
and you just have to know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. That's so
Yeah.
true. And Sheer Magic said mechanics love seeing women coming, going for an oil change, and they check your whole vehicle. They do. And that was my experience. I went in for an oil change, and when I pulled off, my car was making some kind of noise and shaking. And I had to go back and say, y'all did something. And it took me to act like a whole ass for him to go
Right.
screw whatever he screwed, and my car was completely fine. But he thought he was going to get over. No, I'll beat your ass like I am a man. Fix
I think that's the number one thing, the mechanics. That's so silly. How they
Yeah.
just because you're
And it's
a
sad.
woman. Yeah, they do. And then like it was an instance where Naya had to get her car fixed. And the mechanic was talking to her, she don't know anything. So she had me on the phone. So every time she had a question, she'll call me. So one time she called me, he says, don't call your mama, stop calling her. Why?
Oh wow!
Because I'm gonna
Right.
ask the right questions. He was like, stop calling her. You don't need to call her for everything. He was trying to overcharge her, but she called me anyway. And I said, you won't. No, you will not. And he had to take the charge off. But I don't. Mechanics are the worst.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand them. None of them. I wish we could have a bunch of women that become mechanics and just take half of them out their damn jobs.
Wouldn't that be something to see?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, they already taking over driving the trucks.
Yes.
That's true.
Yep.
Uh, hey
We
Vicky,
can do it.
right? Sure can.
Nene, what was yours?
The same thing. That's why I was
Mechanical.
laughing. Yeah. Trying to get an oil change and they found everything other than what I needed. And I'm like, we can't do this. But the good part is that they got me like that one time. I got nervous because I'm the type, I don't want to break down. So I came home, I told Trey, he was like, don't ever do that. When they tell you tell them what you came in for, and that's it.
You can fix it if you want to. I ain't gonna pay you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
I got
Right.
time for that. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you
And they'll
definitely
try to fast talk you also.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can stand it.
they will,
Mm-hmm.
and then they talk real slow when they get to the money part.
Mhm.
Right.
Let me see. I think that was all the questions that I had. Did any of y'all have any questions or any situations y'all wanted to talk about as far as when it comes to women empowerment or uplifting women?
So I have a question. So y'all, I think it was, who was it? One of y'all said, well, I don't know who said it, but what would how would you um build another one, a woman? What would be your take on it?
How to build another
Like
woman?
like a woman is okay, because that was all whatever. So you see, like we talking about building, loving, building relationships. What steps like how do you have y'all had that experience where you had to where you done it, or is it just something you feel
Like
like needs to be done?
uplifting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in situations where I've uplifted other women and just by, encouraging them on whatever it was that they were trying to do, letting them know that they can do it, being there as a shoulder for them to cry on, or ear for the ear to listen to, stuff like that.
When you do it, do you always feel like it's taken like serious, or I have a problem with like you sometimes when you talk to people and you giving them advice and you trying to be that shoulder, or you're trying to build, but then you like, are you taking me serious? Because later on something to take place and then they call you. You ever had somebody just there for, and then you've given them all the advice and then it just double back and they back at the same place and you like, I've ran out of stuff to say or things to do.
Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah,
I think some people
Yes.
sometimes have to be taught by experience because they're
Mm.
kind of like hard headed almost. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to
Oh,
listen.
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it goes on for a long time. And
Uh-huh.
I'm a really patient person, but like for me
Mm-hmm.
to get tired of it, it's just like, okay, this is too much. Like,
Right.
you go, you give all the advice, you
Mm-hmm.
pray with them, you give them spiritual advice, you just give them what your experience, what you've been through, you help them with monetarily.
Yeah.
You're trying so hard with that person, and that's someone in my life like that right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she always says that she looks up to me and this, and this, and she keeps coming with the same problems. I'm like, you're gonna keep getting the same results because you're doing the same things.
Right.
So you're
Yeah.
going to always have this problem. And I said, until you decide to
Yeah.
change your life will remain to be this way. And I mean, it's not harsh, it's just honest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just
right,
what it's going to be. But it's draining. It's
Mm-hmm.
draining when you try over and over and the person is doing it again. It just comes to a point where, like, my sanity is at
Right.
hand.
Right.
Right.
And I'm just like, I've done my part and I've done
Mm-hmm.
what I know that I should do. I know what God told me to do. I've done everything. Now it's on you. The ball's in your court.
right,
So,
Right.
and you can't feel bad when you decide to not entertain it anymore because you've done everything.
That was gonna be my next question.
right.
Like, so
That's
once you tired and drained, like, how does it make you feel? Like
It
I've done all I can do.
Yes. It
Yeah.
Yeah.
used to make me feel like, well, is there any more? But like, you can't pour from empty cups. Like God gave
Right.
you everything. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So now it's you just say, I know I've done my best. So I can
Yeah.
move on without feeling anything because I know I've done my best.
Right. Right.
And you
right,
can't sacrifice your sanity to please other people.
You can't.
Right.
You
You know.
can't. But we do it sometimes,
But
and that's
I
why
was gonna
we get
say
drained.
that happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
it does. And then it drains you. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning that. Well, I've learned that. It took me time to learn that, but I've learned
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
and it sucks because once you do pull yourself away to save your sanity, then that person or other people look at you sometimes as the bad person. And I've been in that situation to where
Yeah.
I poured everything and then I had to say, fuck it, it's on you. I done did
Right.
all that I can do. But then it was like, well, you're not being a real friend because now you're not answering the phone anymore. I don't want to talk about the same thing every single day.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'll be whatever you call me. As long as I know I've done what I was supposed to do, I can be whatever you like to call me. Okay, how
Right.
was
Yeah.
your day? That's how I treat that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Danny, you have anything to add to that?
I guess to go back to answering Nini's question, I guess I think it's very important, especially nowadays for like teenagers, teenage women, that we should like tell them that they're fine, that the way that they look, that they don't have to, go out here and do all these things to their bodies for, to try to, I guess, to be like feeling like they're worthy of maybe a man's affection or society's thoughts
Right.
of them. I think that back to the whole social media thing, it kind of drives something of the way that you should look or how you should be. And I think that it's very important that, we let them know it's okay the way you look. It's okay, how you are. And your focus shouldn't be on, laying your wig down and putting makeup on right now. Focus on your education, because that's what's going to, help
Exactly.
you later on down the road.
Right.
Yeah, because a lot of young ladies they're struggling with self-esteem,
Mm-hmm.
how they look and how they want to look. So, ooh, boy. Yeah.
When it comes to self-esteem, what is it? What y'all call it? Jonesing, baby? When you talk about people joning or something? Ain't no commercial. Shut up. When people be playfully talking about, that's y'all niece. When people be playfully talking about people, talk about something. Oh, you ugly, you this, you this. Do you think that those jokes, so they say, play into people starting to have low self-esteem?
It definitely
Yes,
can. Yeah.
I think so.
it does.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't have anybody at home that's kind of like, loving on you and telling you, you're fine the way you are. I was teased as a child, so I'm kind of glad that I had people around me that told me, it's okay that you look like this, or, that people are talking about you, because back to what T was saying, it's just like their insecurities that they're projecting on you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
It's very, very true. Women do
Yeah.
that a lot. Girls do it. Women do it a lot. They project and to make themselves feel better. But if you don't have that security in knowing who you are and loving how God made you, it will be hard. I know it's really
Yeah.
hard, especially for younger girls that don't have anybody to help uplift them at home.
Yeah.
I
And
wish
a
we
lot of
had
times
more
you just have to
females.
be honest, because just because you say, like I had to tell a young lady, sometimes when a person says you're beautiful, it doesn't always mean the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's something that's within you that stands out, that makes your outer appearance shine. You know what I'm saying? You have to explain that to them as well, because a lot of them just think it's all about the outer appearance, and it's
Mm-hmm.
not.
Right.
And I wish we had more women that was willing to tell another woman, "Oh, I like your hair today. Oh, you so pretty." I wish we had more women that do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I know. I'm
No,
one
it's
of those
not.
women. I love to compliment other women
I've
and
Yeah.
tell them
never had a problem
beautiful.
with telling
Yeah,
a woman how they look. If you're beautiful,
Right.
you're beautiful. If I
I
feel like
love
you
that.
stepping, you stepping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
also don't know, whose day you could be brightening up by
yeah,
saying that. A lot of times, we don't always wake up in the best mood, but you just saying something simple as that can put somebody in a whole different,
yes.
mood change. So,
Very
yeah.
Yeah.
true. Very true.
But what we fail to realize sometimes is start with ourselves. Like when you wake up in the morning, you gotta look at yourself and be like, "Oh, I look so beautiful today. Oh, I feel good. Oh, you gotta encourage yourself first
Yeah,
before you can even step out and try to give anybody any advice or anything. You got to be good within yourself first. So
yes.
I just feel like
I,
that need to be taken in considerations a lot of times when we do talk to other people, whether it's man or woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's so true. It
very
does
important.
start with yourself. You got to look in the mirror, tell yourself you're beautiful.
Yeah.
Pass it
Yep.
on to other women.
Yep.
Yep.
So nobody can't tell you nothing different. I don't care what you think.
Okay.
We got a few comments that I start. Huh? Huh? Show? Can I hit show? Sorry, CJ was telling me how to do it, y'all. Share Magic say, y'all, this may be too much, but what do y'all think about pastors in the church taking advantage of the single mothers in the church?
Pastors taking
When you say taking advantage, do you mean like, let me see, money
In what way?
wise, or
Yeah.
like them
What
kind of
way?
like preying on them, like wanting them, or I guess I need kind of more of a.
Can you elaborate just a little bit more, Share Magic? What do you mean when you say taking advantage of?
I just feel like as a pastor, taking advantage of a woman, anybody, that's just something that that the pastor and God is gonna have to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But how because a lot of them do it in different ways, whether it be financial or
And if you are
you
a
just
woman
hear
in
and
that
see some.
situation, I feel like you need to remove yourself.
Yeah, if you yep,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, God gonna deal with it all.
Right.
For
Sure.
real.
That's why
And if
I
I felt
feel like
like
all
my
women.
pastor was taking advantage of me, like T was saying, I definitely would like leave, because this is the person, this is supposed to be your shepherd, somebody that you're looking up to
Absolutely.
Yeah,
teach you.
Yeah.
So why would I want somebody, taking advantage of me? You're showing that you really do not care about me. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Right.
you
that's
have to
why I
be
feel like
strong minded and show them
yeah,
that you're not a weak person. Certain things you just can't. I'm not going to allow you to do to me.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I just say more importantly, I just feel like as individuals, you have to have a relationship with God. You got to be in that place where you know what to do, and you'll know when he's speaking to you to get out of situations when it comes to your church or anything that you're
Mhm.
uncomfortable with. I just feel like having that relationship with him, it makes it so much easier, and a lot of people don't know how to acknowledge when they I love God, and I'm just saying what things I've seen. Like, you just can't throw God into everything and just feel like it's that, because I feel like you gotta be a certain way. You gotta have a certain way you handling and carrying yourself for God to even. I don't want to sound, but yeah, just get a relationship. You
Good.
gotta have a relationship.
Definitely have to have a relationship. Share Magic says, "Sorry, I was cooking." You're good. I mean, when the woman is when that woman is weak and they low key contact her to go to her house alone.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh,
No,
Absolutely not. We're not having that. If
I'm
that's my
totally
pastor,
crazy.
that would no longer be my pastor.
right.
absolutely not.
No.
He needs to be removed quickly.
No, I'm removing
Yeah.
myself.
Right. He can stay there. I'm gone.
He need to be brought up to the committee.
Yes. Because like if he's a pastor over a church, a lot of people they stick together in
Yeah.
those
That's
churches, and I'm not gonna be in there fighting with you and the deacon, and no, I'm gone.
Right. Right.
yeah, true. Definitely get yourself out of that situation.
Yeah.
Trey, Nene Trey said he wish you would be looking up at a pastor.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Let me take this one down. Let's see. We had another one. Trey said, being the majority of the panel has daughters, what consequence would you tell your daughter to give a boy if he hits her? Slit his tire.
I couldn't hear you. What you say?
Who said that?
You heard Deja.
What
Trey
happened?
said, being the majority of the panel has daughters, what consequence would you tell her? Would you tell your daughter to give a boy if he cheats or hit her?
I would tell my daughter to tell me first, and then I might not handle it in the right way at first because I'm going to want to put hands on him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Thinking, wait, yeah, who is it?
Yeah. And then, I mean, I'll call the police also because they need to
Yeah.
know that you can't do
Yeah.
that. And I
Yes.
also tell my daughter, you can't put your hands on a man either.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same.
I agree. Call the law.
Yes.
You
Tell me
gonna have
first.
to.
Don't tell Lee first, because if I tell Lee first, my
Right.
will be in jail. So yeah, I just tell me first, and let us try to handle it kind of first, because he don't think when
Yeah.
it comes to stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me know. Then call the law, call the morgue, and call his parents. You ain't
That's a good answer.
They call the board.
Yeah.
um. Then we had Tamika said, Vicky, okay, I don't understand why men do that. Oh, they was talking about the dealership, I believe. Let me see. What else we have? The smallest compliment in the morning can influence a person's entire day. Words are powerful. Yes, words are very powerful.
Yep.
Um, Kathy, sometimes low self-esteem starts at home, being criticized for who you are, what you look like, etc. That is so true. I think it does start at home.
It
You
has
said
to.
low self-esteem start at home.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
When you're
Yeah,
being
especially if you have a parent that's like, or someone at home that's constantly pouring negativity into you, you start to believe that. Especially if
Mm-hmm.
it's a parent, because so
Yeah.
people, you know how people you'll hear them, and I'm not judging anybody, but I'm kind of judging. But when
Mm-hmm.
when they call their kids names and all
Mm-hmm.
kind of stuff, you be you this, they
Mm-hmm.
carry that stuff. You stupid, you ugly bee, you know what I mean? And it's like they're carrying that with them, and you stupid this, and you're dumb, and you fat this, you
Yeah.
dirty this, whatever. And it's parents that do that, and then of course they're gonna start to believe that.
And that's the messed up part because when you got your parents talking to you like that, that's what really sticks in your head. It
Yeah.
could be people that say a thousand horrible things to you, but it's that parent that's
Yeah.
gonna always pop back up. Well, my mama or my dad said this, so it
Hmm.
must be true,
It must be
which
true.
makes them act out and be a certain way.
Yes.
So yeah, I think it starts at home.
Or looking for approval from a boy. When he
Yes.
tell me I'm beautiful, I'm pretty, that's why I have
Mm-hmm.
all these dealings and I'm promiscuous and I'm with all these men because I need to be, you know,
Yep, which goes
right.
to the point where somebody asked, I think you said Trey, whoever it was, about them putting their hands on them. So once
hmm
they get that talk from the guys, oh you pretty, oh you fine, oh I love you, then comes the bam 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 and bop bop. They think it all ties in and they think it's love, they think it's normal, they think that's how the relationship's supposed to go, and it doesn't.
yeah.
Right.
And then sometimes when parents, talk to their kids like that, the kids get older and have more kids, and then they just pass it down generation to
And over
generation,
and over,
talking to them
over
this
and
way.
over.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, we got to break those. Especially if you lived in a household like that, we got to break those generational curses
Oh yeah.
because you
Hmm.
want your daughters and your sons to be better and to
And I
know
try to
better and
tell
to
my
do
daughter all the time, "You're beautiful. Never
better.
let anybody tell you different."
Right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And
But
tell
she a
them
little
that you love them.
conceited.
Yes, you love them all the time. I tell my daughters I love them all the time. They get tired of hearing it probably, but you gonna know that I love you. If nobody else don't love you, I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I make sure I tell my daughter that every morning and every night. I love you. Have a great
Yep.
day. I love you. Have a good night's rest. I tell
Yes.
her that all the time.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
beautiful.
Definitely should. I think that's something that should be told to all of your loved ones multiple times a day.
Yeah.
Hell, if we can have just a penny for every time we said it, I would be rich.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe I need to start doing
And my daughter actually looked for me to say that if I'm telling her good night and I don't say I love you, what? Oh, you don't love me?
Okay.
it.
Something
Right.
wrong. Something wrong. What?
Right.
Right.
They'd be like, "What's
Yeah.
wrong with you? You
Okay,
are
what's wrong with her?
Don't be tired and give them a dry kiss on the cheek. Oh, it's like that. You don't want to
right."
kiss
Okay.
me on my cheek.
Y'all, I can't even speak to well, the youngest one. I can't even speak to her if it's not cheerful because she'll be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, girl, please.
I can only imagine.
Yes.
Little Naya.
I don't like the way you said that. Girl, go
Right.
away. But yeah.
We building over here said low self-esteem starts with fake friends. That's true. It can start with your fake friends
Yeah,
as
it can
well.
start with fake friends.
T Trey said, please don't tell Lee. Lee gonna knock that ninja into the green screen and do a seafood boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Lee crazy.
Yes, that would be very, very bad. We'll have to handle that a different way.
Hello, Miss Wanda. I'm sorry, I don't think I spoke to you when you came in, but thank you for being here. Miss Wanda says, I started with my daughter's self-esteem from day one. Now she has a daughter, so it's the same for her. I love you, it said all day. Yep, very important.
Yes.
So
Yeah, and
if
I just say with building self-esteem, when we say compliment them, love on them, be mindful of how you're doing it, because I watch little girls third, second, some first grade, and I'll be like, "Oh, you so cute today. Thank you." I'll be like, "Okay, bring it down. Wrong,
I
wrong.
won't tell you no more.
You gotta
You
tone it
already
down."
know.
Because they dealing with them mamas like that at home. So I just feel like if you tell them a certain way and they start hearing it a certain way, it'll change the way they take it and act when they giving a compliment. Because now it's just like crazy. I'll be
Yeah.
looking at them like, you too little be doing all that.
Yep. They got to be taught humility. Be gracious.
Yes,
Be gracious.
yes.
Calm down. Be gracious. Vanity is a sin. Calm down.
Right,
You can know you look good without doing all that.
right.
You know
What's
what I
wrong with
mean?
thank
But
you, Miss? Yeah.
yes, be gracious. Like, what? Yeah. Break it down.
Man.
when you feel like you see these kids acting too grown, do you think it's so? Do you find yourself letting them know, like, listen, tone it down. You don't have to do that.
Yep. I do it every day.
Yes. Like, you're going to have plenty of time to be an adult. Let's,
Yes.
That
yes.
part.
Let's be
And by
pleased.
that time, you won't want to be.
You won't.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes, you won't want to. You grown up in
Wishing you was a
child. Take
kid
your time.
again.
Oh, I don't know what just happened. Yeah, that's true. If you had to give a piece of advice to any young lady right now, a young lady or another woman that you're trying to uplift, what is something that you would give? What's some advice that you would give?
Be happy with yourself, gain self-love, and try to be strong. It's hard to be strong, but I just feel like us as women, black women,
Mm-hmm.
we have to be strong for so many reasons and so many things. So I just think that's a lack. That's a thing we lack when it um comes into play with talking to our young ladies. We don't tell them about strength, because sometimes you got beauty and you're smart, but you ain't strong. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like instilling that too as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like you should, while people think they so beautiful, I tell my daughter all the time, your looks won't take you as far as manners, your education. Looks just not. Yeah, you look pretty, but what's
Mm-hmm.
behind that pretty face? What's behind that pretty smile?
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's true.
It's so
Yeah.
And you
true.
can be pretty on the outside and have a nasty inside, and that'll make you ugly.
Mm.
Yes.
And yep, that ugly inside is gonna outpower that beautiful face.
Yes, it
Yeah.
will.
And I'm sorry, I think she just let Powell in the room.
Oh,
I would say, I would say, know your worth.
yes.
Mm.
Definitely know your worth. Know who
Yeah.
you are, and how Nene was saying, be strong and love yourself. Know your worth. Don't let people like take advantage of you. Don't settle for less. Just know who you are. Know your worth. Don't let nobody do you any kind of way,
Yes.
and don't devalue yourself to make someone to
Feel
impress
like,
someone
yeah.
to look good to someone.
Right. That's very important. Very important. So I'll let each lady go and say what's up next for y'all. I know I didn't go over the whole YouTube channels and everything, but if anybody wants to promote anything that they have going on or say what's coming up next for them, please take a few minutes and do that. T, you want to go first?
Me?
With your channel?
Okay, so I'm T. If you guys don't know, from Tilly TV. Hola. So we have the only thing that's going on still right now with us is, of course, our Ola seasoning blend. www.olaseasoningblend.com. We do have our seasonings there for sale, and yeah, that's all I have right now.
What about your new channel?
Oh dang, I forgot.
Tea,
I do,
ramen with tea.
I do have a new channel. It's everything ramen with tea, and it's for the people that like, mainly like ramen, different kind of ramen. They like to see me eat ramen. You get all of that over there all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, girl, cause you getting real good over there. I seen you had a pair of sticks about that long. I said, wait a minute.
I love them
Them
chopsticks.
long chopsticks gonna be the death of me.
I love them things.
And do no chopsticks.
Right. Well,
Danny,
for
you got
me, I'm Nene. I have a channel. She is Nene. I'm kind of like in between trying to get my channel back. I'm not on there like I should be, but I do have my own channel. She is Nene. We're in the process now. My husband and I on Trey and Nene. We're starting to do our own skits.
I
Starting
saw that April.
Yep, starting in April, it'll be Trey and Nene skits. So that's how you'll find us. Trey and Nene, Trey and Nene skits. We are trying to get into a little bit of doing something different, what we love to do, entertaining and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I have going on.
Congratulations.
So
yeah.
y'all watch out and make sure y'all tune in, okay?
Danny, you want to go next? You have
I
any?
have nothing. So I'm Danny from hashtag the Cannons. Yeah, y'all can come over there and check us out. I have my own channel. It's _ Dear Danielle, but I don't post on it like I should, so y'all can just punch me. Let's see. We have AJ and Danny, and then our TikTok is hashtag the Cannons, and then AJ is in the process now of getting a seafood seasoning sauce together. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But that's all I got.
I saw you on
All right.
TikTok, Danny, eating them eggs. I was like, "Oh, I want to taste that."
I
It looked so
do, y'all.
good.
I have so much anxiety doing these things, and I do not know why. Because when Sharice first got up here and she was saying that she was sweating, I had to turn the fan on because I said my scalp is so wet. And I don't know why I'm freaking out. Like I don't do this on the regular, but
Right.
it's
I still
insane.
haven't even calmed down. I keep looking at the time like, okay, I need an anxiety pill. Like I'm on 11.
I'm like, I do not understand why I'm like this. I don't get it.
Do
Mika
you
Boo,
talk to yourself a lot? Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I didn't know you was gonna start. I was gonna ask Danny, do she talk to herself a lot? I know that helps you.
Yes, I talk to
With
myself a lot, and AJ asks me if I'm crazy, but I'm like, you know me now for 9 years. I'm sure I've been talking from the beginning, but yes. When I record myself in the bathroom, it's just me. Nobody else is in there. I just feel like I am so out of breath. Like I am about to panic. I do not know why I do that. I be having to open the bathroom window. It's insane.
okay.
That's funny.
I was gonna say that would help, but I guess not. But go ahead.
Right.
Because I've
not
been
at
doing
all.
it for years.
So I'm Mika from Real Rap and Mika Boo. We don't have much going on our channel. Rap is trying to get our channel back up and going because he's been putting out videos. I'm gonna try to get back on camera, but I just been in my own mind trying to get my own stuff going on. Yeah, I don't have much going on. My daughter about to graduate from high school, so that's where my concentration is now. And that's about all with us.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I know.
Y'all getting ready for prom?
We're getting ready for prom again this year
Okay.
because she went last year. So, and we finally got her senior pictures back. They're so beautiful. And yeah, that's about all I have going on right now.
Well, that's a lot in itself.
Right, a
Yeah,
whole. I
Yeah.
said like that, that's a
that's a lot graduate and
Jesus.
prom.
I remember
Yeah.
that. Jesus Christ.
Well, I want to thank y'all for being here.
Miss Sharice, what do you have going on?
Exactly.
Try to
Oh,
get out of it, didn't you?
nothing.
She did.
Baby, sing it again. I have nothing. Sing it. 1, 2, 3, go.
I can only do it one time. Only one time.
We don't have anything. We are trying to get back into recording videos. So we have been recording. TJ been putting them out, I think, every other day, pretty much. We are also trying to figure out different things that we can do with the channel. Me personally, I do like the mukbangs, but with my new health journey, I am trying not to eat as much. So I would like to do something else that will be more fun. Besides the social den and what? Oh, and doing more of the meal preps on Sundays. This past Sunday we had it to where we did it on StreamYard and people came on a panel and we all cooked together. That was really fun. I would like to do more of that. So
And your
that's
fundraising and things like that. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So we will have another fundraiser coming back to raise money for the Thanksgiving giveaway and the back to school drive. Back to school drive will be in August. The Thanksgiving giveaway, of course, will be in November. So keep your eye out for the popcorn drive. We did one as a test run to kind of see how that would do. It did okay for the first one. I'm not gonna say it was a fail. It did okay, but we will bring it back as we get closer to those dates. And we still have the Poshmark closet. PJ put all that in all our descriptions of our videos, and then of course you can always send donations to the Cash App.
Woohoo, ladies.
But that is going to be the end of the episode for tonight. I need to go and get all this. I thank all you beautiful ladies for being up here and for holding a special place in my heart. I enjoyed y'all tonight. And I enjoyed everyone for being here in the chat. Thanks everybody for all of their input. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And hopefully we will do this again sometime.
Yes.
So, good night.
Bye, y'all.
Now, how I end this?
Night, everybody. Wash your butts.
Ooh.
My butt been washed.
Friday.
Night, y'all.
Good night.
Am I supposed to be gone?
Hold on. CJ ain't in the stream.
Oh, shoot.